Hey guys, welcome to Home Sweet Homeschool. My name is Ashley and I'm a homeschooling mom to one. And today I'm going to show you how I organize our unit study. We use Gather Round Homeschool, so if you've watched any of my other videos, you know that we switched over to that in September. So if you want to know more about Gather Round Homeschool, she does have a website. It's Rebecca Spooner from Homeschool On. Her website is gatherroundhomeschool.com. She also has the Gather Round Homeschool Facebook community that you can join, where you'll find tons of support, and she is super active in that group as well. So if you want to know more about it, I definitely recommend you checking out the website. It's going to tell you what it is. You're going to get some samples. You can see units that she's already made, units she plans on making, the prices, all that good stuff. So today I just want to show you how I organize it. So we're going to start Asia as soon as we finish with space. And I was just using it in a binder and pulling it out and putting it on a clipboard, but I was missing some things. I would say, gosh, I wish I'd have known that was coming up. I would have done that activity. And I was like, next time I'm going to have to organize it a little bit better. So what I did is I printed off Asia, and I took this 5-star notebook. I saw where somebody in the Facebook community had shared a folder they found on Amazon that came with a bunch of pockets that would hold all the lessons. I didn't want to buy something new. I wanted to use what I already had. And I had this laying around, and I also had a ton of these folders, because who doesn't have a ton of pocket folders? Had a ton of those laying around, so I just decided to make my own. So I actually used 11 of these folders so that it could hold all the lessons. It holds a lesson on the front and on the back, and then I also put the appendix in one of these. So let me show you how I planned. The first thing I do is I put this together. I made sure I had the unit printed out, and then I also made sure I had the teacher guide saved in my Google Drive, because I pull it up on my iPad. So I made sure I had all that together, and I also bought some Post-its. Post-it notes are an excellent way to plan, because you can just quickly write down a few things you need and stick it on there to remember. This Post-it right here are things that I want to make sure that we watch during this unit. So I wrote down like the 72 Most Dangerous Animals of Asia, that's on Netflix, and then some movies like Mulan, Kung Fu Panda, and The Jungle Book, because I do have a younger son and he enjoys things like that. So, and if I come up with more, or if people are sharing ideas in the Facebook group, I'm going to write them right here. And so I just stuck that there. So as you can see, I have lesson 1 here, and I do not have a Post-it note on this, because the great thing about Gather Round Homeschool is she does such a good job making these connections and pulling it all together that I really don't have to add anything extra. I honestly could do it open and go and not add anything to it. But the teacher in me loves to pull in extra stuff. I taught public school for 13 years, and if I can find something extra to do that I think my son will enjoy, I definitely do it. So this one doesn't have a Post-it note, but you will see that on some of these pockets there is a Post-it note. And what I did is I pulled out little things that I want to make sure I don't forget. So on lesson 2, I want to make sure that we do a mystery science activity about volcanoes, because volcanoes are listed in here, a StarCraft, and we're going to talk about the language in the Philippines. I do think it's important for your kids to hear what other languages sound like, and we're just going to look that up on YouTube. I already have the videos saved. Another good point is to go ahead and create you a playlist on YouTube, and I just call mine Gather Round Homeschool, and that's where I put all the videos that I want my son to watch that go with all of our units. So here's my lesson 3. It's all about Indonesia, and what I want to do extra on top of what's in there is watch a video about monsoons, and we're going to watch some videos about their dancing. Their dancing and their music is very unique, and I want my son to experience that. So I want to make sure I point that out to him. So I have one here for Singapore, but not for Malaysia. So I really felt like the stuff in Malaysia was good enough that I didn't have to add anything to it. Not that this isn't good. I don't want you to get the wrong message here. If I look through it and something sparks my interest and I think, can I do more? Can I extend this? Then I'm going to. If I look through it and I think this is perfectly fine, I may go to Pinterest and look some of these things up, and if I can't find anything to really extend it, I just let it be. And as you can see, I've done it on these two. I've added to watch elephants paint, because there is an elephant lesson in here. We're going to paint like elephants by holding the paintbrush in our mouth. And then we're going to watch the Asian Elephant Virtual Field Trip, which is something on YouTube. Here we're going to talk about currency. He's going to make a dream vacation plan. And then like here, it's empty because I did go and I did look up some things. And if I didn't find anything that I thought my son would really enjoy, and I thought, hey, he's going to get exactly what he needs out of this lesson, I didn't add anything to it. And then here I have like videos of flying foxes, earthquake videos. Because we live in the South and we do not have earthquakes, thank goodness. We've never experienced that, but we can watch it on a video. South Korea and Japan, they talk about warm springs here and hot springs. So, I write down field trip ideas. There is a place in Georgia that we can go to. It's actually called Warm Springs, Georgia, that we can go and fill that. And we're also going to do some art for the big wave. Then I have, for India, we can either go on a zoo trip. It is pretty mild here, so we could technically go to the zoo at this time of the year and it would be fine. It may be really tour the Asia area really good, but if we can't, there is a video on YouTube called Zoo Tours Asia Quest that I've saved in our playlist, so we can watch that. I went ahead and put one on here because I am researching some things for this right now. But as you can see, I've just worked through it. Here's something I want us to watch, and can we build our own water wheel? And then these don't have anything, and that's totally okay. Because like I said, this is open and go. I wouldn't have to add anything to it. It's just my choosing. And then right here in the back is the appendix. And so anything like the answer keys, any extra printables, things like that, they go here. And what I love about it the most is because we do have to add in math, and I do add in cursive writing for my son, I can take whatever day we're on, let's say we're on day 15, I can go ahead and slip his math page in here. He does math lessons for a living education. I can slip it in here. I can slip his cursive writing in here, and it's ready to go. And when he's ready to start work, all he has to do is pick up everything out of here and stick it on his clipboard, and our day is ready to begin. I love the way that I've set it up, and I think it's really going to help me stay organized. It's also going to be great if I'm, searching through that Facebook page and somebody's like, hey, here's a good idea for Asia, and I can go right to that lesson and write it on the Post-it note so I don't forget it. That's what I'm so excited about here. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions about any of this, how I organized it, or the Gather Round Homeschool Units, please leave them in the comments below. Please like and share with anyone who's interested, and thanks so much for watching.